Good evening, Genius Group. I hope everyone is doing well. In fact, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are around the world. Again, I hope everyone's okay. This is going to be the Bitcoin review for the month of April. Sorry, the month that's just gone. Literally just going to keep it short and concise about just looking at previous month's price action and based on the previous review. Based on the previous review, we did anticipate price would come to this level and have a reaction, which seemed like a correction for the month of April. This could be a series of months, going through the year. I know Bitcoin has had its halving event. It didn't bring so much volatility to the market. Of course, Bitcoin, as we're seeing more institutions step in, Bitcoin is becoming a much more mature market, not so reactive to news events, but it does these headlines do set the stage for what Bitcoin is going to do in the long term. So, anywho, if we do look at what April has done last month, like we said, it's got to the level up here, all-time highs, and it's had a reaction downwards for where we open and close for the month. So if we actually go to the daily chart for Bitcoin, you can see a very high. We can see from the very high how the month was opened, and it seems like second week of April price has just declined from that very high. Closed key levels I'm actually looking at is probably I would say this high up here. Definitely this high. Just mark it because I do think this decline. I don't think it's just the month of April, but it may be just a very long term swing for price. We might see maybe in June, July, we might see a low, maybe for the year, or maybe we've already seen a high for this year. However, there's still a lot of time left. We've only just come into the second quarter of the year. This is the low I'm looking. I mean, this is the high I'm looking at right now. I'm not expecting, just based on even the market structure seeing right now. Sorry, I'm just trying to look. Oh, hey. So even if we were to depict, rough depiction of what we've seen in April, price open in a low, we've seen a high in the market, but now we've seen a lower low in the market. So where it could have been, maybe a high here and a low before it. So there was a high, a low, and a higher high, which could have been indicative of higher prices. We've actually made new low that took out the low that was made at the beginning of the month. And then now we've made another swing higher. And now we've closed not below the low for April, which is here. This was the last trading day of April, calendar day on Tuesday the 30th. We haven't closed below the low, so this may just be a retracement coming in to the month of May. So this level right here, this is what I'm currently looking at in the marketplace. Oh, sorry, my bad. This is what I'm currently looking at in the marketplace. Uh, so yeah, what I'm expecting to see, at least for the month of May anyway, just expecting to see still lower prices on a monthly, um, monthly long-term perspective. Because from the open, we are trading higher. We are trading at a premium for the month. So I'm not expecting price to go back up here. But as we do, approach this higher, we might see some sensitivity in price. We might see some lethargic movement, but we may see lethargic movement, then a sharp move to the high, and then we head even lower. But this is what I'm looking for in price. And also this swing right here, we do seem to be rejecting price. This candle, however, has a lot of significance. Like wicks represent. Okay, just a pointer. When you look at any price chart, if you ever see a candle like this with very long wicks either side, uh, from what I've come to understand and even notice is that these are very good candles to use as support and resistance for price. Of course, we're looking at a monthly definition of price with daily candles. We'll always we'll always stick to the daily time frame. That is our higher time frame definition for looking at monthly candles. So from May to June, so our focus now, we're just looking at what price will do this month. In the month of May, let me use a different line. Our level right now we're looking at in price is this would be a key level for me, and this would also be a key level for me. But this high specifically, like what I've drawn over here, this is what I'm expecting to see in price for this month. But yeah, this is literally just April's price movement. You know, we've reached all-time highs. There's been a lot of sensitivity around this 73K area. You know, we've moved lower almost 10,000 points for Bitcoin, 10,000 K. So you know, our next psychological level, you know, 60K, big figure. That's where we are right now. We seem to have broken past that. So yeah, this honestly, I think this is just some form of retracement we're seeing for a lower move. Again, we are trading above opening price, so we are at a premium for the month, even though it is still early. Um, I'm sure there are news events that could come out around Bitcoin that could, you know, see price head lower. Um, but yeah, to conclude the month of April, I will say, yeah, all we've really just seen is this bearish order flow in Bitcoin. I do think May will also be just uh, in fact, for maybe this month, maybe a couple months, we might just see a series of down closes as the market is possibly correcting. Um, However, for the month of May right now, even though last week we have had this short-term bullish run in price, it may just set up the stage for a longer term retracement. Of course, for the level I've showed you guys, where I'm expecting a reaction from is this level right here, this candle. So that would be, what level is that? The high comes in 67. So sit around 67, 68 or 68. Yeah, around 67, 67.5K. This is a level I'm looking at for this month. But you know, of course, the month prior to April, we've really just traded into, oh, here you go. We've really just traded into all-time highs, and we are treating it as big resistance on price, which is why we're just seeing this very lethargic decline. Not quick decline, but still a decline in Bitcoin. So, you know, first quarter of the year, we've seen this very aggressive, aggressive buying days, and in any market, if there's aggressive initial moves, there's always the corrective move before the market um, sets itself up for another intended leg to possibly go higher or maybe go lower. But of course, when analyzing markets, we only focus on what is happening right now. So for the month of May, as I've depicted over here, this is personally what I am anticipating to happen in the charts. But of course, it's always good to still stay informed with, the fundamentals and news that does happen around Bitcoin, as it is, our index for the cryptocurrency market. Yeah. And I feel like the read on price is much cleaner to work with at the moment. So this is nice. I think the market is in a very healthy condition at the moment. We're really just trading around the 70K, 60K kind of range. But yeah, that will be all for the month of April. We'll see you guys next month based on what happens for the month of. So